Now we will learn to derive the fourth law of indices. So we take 8 square raised to 3. Here the number in bracket having power 3, it means that this number is multiplied by itself 3 times. So 8 square multiplied by 8 square multiplied by 8 square. Now 8 square means 8 is multiplied by itself 2 times. This multiplication sign as it is. 8 square means 8 multiplied by 8. Again 8 square means 8 multiplied by 8. Now how many times this 8 is multiplied by itself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore we can write in index form as 8 raised to 6. Therefore 8 square raised to 3. Then we observe that when the number is given as power of power, then we multiply their powers to each other. Therefore this can be written as 2 multiplied by 3. So we can generalize the statement as a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m multiplied by n. Now we will learn to derive the fifth law of indices. So we take 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 4. Here bracket has power 4, it means that it is multiplied by itself how many times? 4 times. So 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Now all the terms are in multiplication, so we can withdraw the bracket. 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 3. Now multiplication is commutative, so we write 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Now 2 is multiplied by itself how many times? 4 times. So we write in index format 2 raised to 4 multiply by, here 3 is multiplied by itself how many times? 4 times. Therefore we write 3 raised to 4. Therefore 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 4. Therefore we observe that if two numbers are in multiplication having a whole power, then we can separately assign the power to both the numbers. Therefore we can generalize a multiplied by b raised to m is equal to a raised to m multiplied by b raised to m. Now we will learn to derive the sixth law of indices. 7 upon 3 raised to 4. Here bracket has power 4. It means that it can be multiplied by itself 4 times. 7 upon 3 to 7 upon 3 multiplied by 7 upon 3. Now in numerator 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 divided by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Now numerator can be expressed in index form as 7 raised to 4 divided by 3 raised to 4. Therefore 7 upon 3 raised to 4. What is your observation? If two numbers are in division having a whole power, then we can separately assign the power to both the numbers. Therefore we generalize a upon b raised to m is equal to a raised to m divided by b raised to m, where b is not equal to 0. Now we will learn to derive the seventh law of indices. Before this, we take the fraction 2 divided by 3. This is multiplied by 2 to numerator and denominator. We get 4 upon 6. This is equivalent fraction to 2 by 3. If we divide again by 2, then we get 2 upon 3. So for any fraction or any number, we multiply the same number and divide the same number, then there is no change in that number. So here a raised to minus m is a raised to minus m upon 1. Now we multiply and divide by a raised to m. So in numerator, a raised to minus m multiplied by a raised to m divided by 1 into a raised to m. Now in numerator, bases are same and we multiply them, then we add their indices, a raised to minus m plus m divided by a raised to m, and therefore a raised to minus m is equal to a raised to 0 upon a raised to m, and therefore a raised to minus m is equal to a raised to 0 means 1 upon a raised to m, where a is not equal to 0.